Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Andrew. I want to wish you guys all a happy holidays and all the best for the upcoming new year. Alright, so today I'll be talking about positivity and the power of just thinking positive and actually taking action with that. Before I get started, if you're new, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Just a quick reminder, everything that I post on here is going to be either based on just life and just positive thoughts and positive action. You'll get a little bit of cooking as well. So if you're new to this channel, that's what you can expect. All right, so let's get started. All right, I want to talk about positivity and the power of just thinking positive and taking action, because in everything that we do, it all starts with your thoughts. It is all about your mindset and mentality. It doesn't matter what you do, it begins with your mindset and mentality. Like, how do you go into anything? How do you approach anything? And so a lot of people, they're struggling today. A lot of folks are not getting the results that they want or desire, and that is in part, there's a lot of factors that contribute to that, but one of the biggest factors, in my opinion, is your mindset. How do you see something, right? Say, for example, if you want a brand new car, right? It doesn't have to be nothing fancy. Let's just say you need a new car just to get you, back and forth. And let's say the most affordable car on the market right now that you've come across is about, say, $300 a month. That way, these are not real numbers, just throwing out, just an example. So it's $300 a month for your car note, right? But based on your current income and expenses, you probably can only afford maybe $250 a month, right? Well, a lot of people commonly would be, well, I can't afford it, and I that's it. I guess I just gotta keep driving this old beat up car, right? That's not really thinking positively, is it? So, a different mindset, a different approach to that is, how can I afford that? And for those of you who have read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, this is one of the topics that they talk about in that book is how do you approach things? Do you approach it from the poor dad's mentality that says, I can't afford this, or do you approach it from the rich dad's mentality that says, how can I afford this, right? And what happens when you approach it positively by saying, how can I afford this? What you did subconsciously without even realizing it is you've adopted this problem-solving mindset. And so, instead of thinking about, man, I can't afford this and blah, 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 you start to brainstorm, how can I afford it, right? And, there are many ways in which you could afford it. Maybe you could cut back on some of your current expenses, wherever there's room to cut back. Maybe you need to add a few extra hours. Maybe you need to pick up a side job, whatever it is. But for every problem, there is a solution, right? And when your mindset is right, when you think positively, what that does, it opens a door for opportunities that otherwise wouldn't have been there, because when you said, I can't afford this, basically what you did was just to accept defeat, and that's it. And nothing happens, you never move forward. But by thinking positively and putting your thoughts into action, in no time you would be able to afford that car. That's facts. I've proven this concept in my life. For example, I started a business last year, right? And prior to that, I had zero business knowledge. Most people would not have even tried, out of fear of the unknown. What if it doesn't work? What if this? What if that? Well, you know what I said? I said, what if it does work? What if it does succeed? Then I'll be happy, And it did. I basically started with Google. And, I a lot of things I didn't know, had no clues. But what I did, I Google searched, how to start a business, how to start, for me, it was a food truck business. So I looked specifically how to start a food truck business, right? And by doing so, I gathered all the information. But as I'm gathering information, I'm starting to see the mountain that there is to climb to get this from concept to reality. However, it didn't deter me, right? I wasn't deterred because I was determined. My mindset was right, and I knew that once I'm able to overcome those challenges, not only is it going to make me stronger and more versed, but it's also going to, I'm going to feel good about it, to know that, man, I overcame that challenge and I did something that I've never done before, and it really was a great feeling to have been able to, go down that path and get over all the hurdles and obstacles and came out on the other end successful, so, I just want to encourage all of you, especially, I know for this time of year, for a lot of people, it's joyful, it's merry, everybody's happy, and then there are those that are not so much, because they're lacking in things. And when you're lacking, it's easy to go in that negative mindset. Oh man, I wish I this, I wish I that. It sucks. I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, I just want to encourage you. Let's not focus on the lack. Let's not focus on the things that you don't have. We already know that, right? What you don't know is how exactly to change that. So let's change your mindset to a problem-solving mindset, right? How can I do this? How can I be better? How can I get a better paying job? What do I need to do? And keep in mind too, it's not about, wishing something or fantasizing about something and then just sitting back, taking no action and expect it to happen. It doesn't really work like that. You have to put in the work. You have to take action. And in doing so, the universe, God, the creator, for those of you who believe, have a funny and interesting way of rewarding those who take action. If you really get up and start taking action and start, doing things to better yourself, it's crazy funny how things just start to fall in place. Yes, there are those who are putting in the work or, trying to stay committed and the results are not really forthcoming. But also keep in mind, like a plant, whenever you plant something, right? Doesn't matter what, it takes time to grow. It takes time to, bear fruit. So, and depending on what it is, that's going to determine how long it takes. But the reality of an actual plant, you have to nurture it, you have to water it, you have to weed it, all that until it grows up into, a big, beautiful plant that later bear fruit. So keep that in mind, while you're taking action and while you're maintaining that positive mindset, it is imperative that you are also patient, because it really is a virtue, and that's what it's going to take for you to actually see the result that you desire, and it will happen. I believe that. At some point in time on this channel, I'll share my background story, and so that you guys can know exactly where I came from, my background and upcoming, and that's going to serve as a testament that by thinking positively in your every thought as much as possible and taking necessary action when and where necessary, you will obtain the result that you desire. All right. So before I take off, I just want to remind you guys, as always, dream big. It costs you nothing to dream. Do not shortchange yourself. Just dream as big and as real as you possibly can, because guess what? Dreams do become reality. All right, guys. Happy holidays. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.